Well, protecting citizens or an invasion of privacy. The Department of Homeland Security considering requiring all international travelers to use facial recognition at the airport. Well, former DHS Oversight Counsel Mike Howell says that the U.S. has to do a better job of protecting the data that it does collect, and he joins us now with more. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Let's begin with that actual DHS filing, which was this week. That's what I was looking for. It says that DHS is proposing to amend the regulations to provide that all travelers, including U.S. citizens, may be required to be photographed upon entry and or departure. What do you think about that?
Well, it's pretty early. We're in the proposed rule stage. I think it ignites the evergreen issues between, civil liberty concerns and security. Clearly, some of those have spoken out on both sides already. So the big change here is that it'll require everyone, U.S. citizens or not, coming in or leaving the country to submit themselves to, facial recognition scannings. And I get it. When you're on the overnight flight coming back from, Thailand, the last thing you want to do is, submit to one of these scannings, and the only thing you're thinking about is, getting off the plane and, getting something to eat and going home. It's the big question for us, though, is how DHS and the government largely will protect this sort of data. We've seen some, big data breaches in recent history, to include the OPM data breach. There's an issue with license plate readers down at the border. So that's where the real focus on. We want the data we collect to keep us safe from threats, not to, make it unsafe.
The CBP brought that up. Their statement on the use of facial recognition actually says that comparison technology is used because it seamlessly integrates into the airport environment. It also strengthens national security by reducing the risk that an imposter uses a lost or stolen travel document.
Right. I'm sure there will be some stated security benefits to this, and that's the beauty of the rulemaking process, is that the public will have, time to comment, and DHS will respond to those comments to kind of explain the contours of this program, and the public has an opportunity to be heard. We've seen folks on the Hill express some, concerns with the program. There's also an opportunity, as always, for Congress to legislate in this area. One of the big things at Heritage we focus on, and, we've written a comprehensive immigration agenda for potential reforms, is, what to do with the big population of illegal aliens in this country, many of whom are visa overstays. So there's also an issue of what are we doing to, make sure we decide who's coming in and, why we want them coming in, and then what to do and how to remove them. Right now, ICE has a meager budget and ability to get folks out who have violated our rules.
Well, the folks who've had a lot to say about ICE and visa overstays, of course, the ACLU, and this was their statement on the facial recognition. They say that the government's insistence on hurtling forward with a large-scale deployment of this powerful surveillance technology raises profound privacy concerns. But as you're saying, we don't really know that yet.
Well, absolutely. Whenever you're collecting bulk amounts of data, there are absolutely legitimate privacy concerns to be had. But as I've said, the question is, how is DHS going to safeguard and protect and mitigate against those privacy concerns? I'm sure there will be a lot more to learn as this progresses and is explained and, commented on, and senators and representatives have their opinions as to the general public.
Yeah, and the regulations would not go into effect until July 2020, so I'm sure they are looking into all of that for sure. Mike Howell, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.